Alright lads, Ebenezer Splooge here. So I've been going to the gym recently, because I'm a fat bastard and I need to lose weight. To be honest, I really enjoy going, but there's a few things I absolutely fucking hate. So the first thing you're greeted with when you walk in is them little gates you see in the London Underground and literally nowhere else. They're kind of a crossbreed between them turnstile things and them automatic glass doors. The first problem is that these gates are fucking useless. For one, if you're any more than 5 foot tall, you can just step over them. But even if you're not, you can just vault them. And 9 times out of 10, the cunt at the front desk is nowhere to be seen. Probably off rummaging around people's bags in the changing rooms. So you can just walk in without even having a membership. But I'm an upstanding model citizen, right? I have some moral obligation to use these or some shit, I don't know. So you go to input your PIN and nothing. The gates don't open. So I try again. And again. And again. Next thing I know, the guy who was supposed to be at the front 2 minutes ago just spawns in like a reloaded the gym chunks or something. Then he starts his fucking Oblivion NPC dialogue, like, "Oi cunt, you gotta use the fucking QR code, innit?" And I'm like, whatever mate. So I go to check my phone and it's on 5%. The screen's apparently too dim to activate the fucking scanner. Right, for one, I don't get that, because I've been able to scan QR codes on my phone in pitch black darkness and it's worked perfectly. So I don't see how this laser can't do it. So I say to the guy, "Yo, bro, you might have to buzz me in it, because the phone's too dark." And despite this guy not only seeing me here every day for the past 3 weeks, but being the very fucker who registered me for my membership, he still asks for my details. So I spent 5 minutes stood there like a lemon telling him my details before he finally gives me permission to enter the gym. Before I even get to the changing rooms though, there's one blaring issue I already have with the place. The music. I'm convinced there's a DJ in the back whose sole purpose is to fuck with people working out. Like, I'll just be minding my own business trying to lift some weights, when all of a sudden the speakers start playing the most dog shit ear rape music I've ever heard in my life. I know what you're going to say, right? Oh, just download Spotify and use headphones. But for one, I don't want the bastards who monitor the gym Wi-Fi to know my Spotify playlist. I've got Johnny Rebel's best hits on there. I'll get battered if they hear some of them lyrics. Also, my 80 quid earphones have stopped pairing to my phone, and instead pair to my fucking mates. Like, piss off, I paid a week's salary for you wankers, and now you pair with a phone you've connected to once. I know you're watching this, Joe. If I can't figure out how to repair my Beats by the end of the week, I'm robbing yours. Anyway, so you walk into the changing rooms, and holy fucking shit, it's like walking into a chicken coop. There's cocks everywhere. I shit you not, the other day I went into the changing rooms, and there were 2 middle-aged men with their saggy balls and hairy asses out on full display. And it's not even like they both just happened to be halfway through changing. No, they were stood literally head to head having a chat, making no attempt whatsoever to cover themselves. In that situation, what am I expected to do? To just sit down and get changed? Well, that's what I tried, but when I was tying my shoelaces, can you guess what happened? When I looked up, there was a penis, a hair's breadth away from my face. Thank God he was straight, because if he got a semi, he'd have poked my eye out. Anyway, after sustaining lifelong trauma from the 1-inch willies in the changing room, I'm finally ready to start my workout. So I walk over to the bicep machine, and I sit down and set the weight and start pumping it, right, as you do. Not 3 reps in, some roided out meathead comes up to me and says, "Yo mate, how many sets you got left on this?" Fuck off, I just sat down. Maybe go wipe the ocean of sweat off your bald, mega mind looking head, and then I might be done. Of course, I'm not going to say that to him, because I'm not really in the mood to get murdered. So, being the Shakespeare level wordsmith I am, I say, 100. And the guy just stood there in place with the most confused look plastered on his face. I swear I gave him brain damage or something. I'm pretty sure he started drooling a bit. So I finished my set, get up and walk over to the seated row, and that balding EDL reject is still fucking stood there, by the way, staring at the empty seat of the bicep machine like he smoked an ounce of spice. Anyway, so I sit down at the machine, and there's already a problem. Ignoring the patch of sweat that clearly outlines the last guy's meat and spuds, the seat is perfectly engineered to just barely crush my balls. Brilliant. So now I have to sit at the end of the seat to avoid popping a nut. Well, that would be fine, except for the rock hard chest pad that crushes your ribs like a Mortal Kombat fatality. So, in between reps, I'm gasping for air like I'm being waterboarded, all the while trying not to castrate myself. After a few minutes of this, I just say fuck it and go to the next machine. Big triceps aren't worth becoming a eunuch. So I go over to the next machine, the lat high row. There isn't too many problems with this one, but it's still kind of annoying. I can just barely not reach the top grips. And you might be thinking, oh well, you're probably just short. But no, I'm 6'3". Who in their right mind would make a machine that people below the 98th fucking percentile of height can't reach? It makes no sense whatsoever. After pulling every muscle in my arms and shoulders, I'm getting ready for the next machine, when I see the bane of every gym goer, Turkish guys. You all know the feeling of dread you get when two Turkish guys walk into the gym. You know the second they're out of the changing room, you'll have to listen to their gobbledygook language for the next hour. You'll be doing pull-ups, and next thing you know you'll hear Allah Akbar, Bismillah, Hasbullah, Habibi, Shawarma, like you're en route to the World Trade Center on September 11th. Now I'm extra pissed off at my mate for fucking up my earphones. So I'm walking over to the leg press when some skinny 5 foot tall white kid comes up to me and asks,
"Yo, how much do you bench?"
For one, I've never understood this, because being able to bench press isn't the pinnacle of fitness, or even strength, right? But second, just because I'm a foot taller and weigh 3 times as much as you, doesn't mean I'm automatically Hath or Bjornsson. Fuck you, I'm a cripple. I can barely walk, and you're here asking me to squat you. Go ask Purple Aki, he will, and he'll enjoy it. So finally, I make it to the leg press, and this is by far the most annoying one. I'm too tall to be able to use it without turning my already fucked up ribs to dust, so I have to spread my legs and bend my knees, which not only hurts, but exposes my crotch to everyone in the building. Great, now all the women at the gym can stare at the outline of my ginormous testicles. And I'm not even joking, they actually do that. And it's not even the fit ones, it's always the haggard old witches and the morbidly obese whales who hide in the back doing the 1 kilogram plastic weights. You know what, I'm done with this, I say. So I decide to leave. But I'm stuck. I've tied out my legs to the point that I can't push the platform and escape. I kind of just lie back and accept my fate at this point. I know I'm going to be here until the gym closes, probably until the day after. My phone fell out of my pocket an hour ago, so I can't call for help. There's no way I'm asking that roid rage meat monkey from before. In fact, I think he's being kicked out right now for groping every woman at the gym. The Turkish guys are an option, but I haven't heard them speak a word of English. I'm not sure they'll understand. Unless that lanky midget has 15 friends in the building, he won't have the strength to get me out. I'm fucked. Until my saviour arrived. My knight in sweaty gym shorts. A black guy. I fucking love black guys at the gym. You know why? Because they leave me alone. The most interaction I've ever had with a black guy at the gym before this is that downward nod of mutual respect. Like, you know, if you're a guy, you know exactly what I mean. But I knew he could help me. I'm stuck. Could you please help me? I ask him. Yeah, no problem, man. Then this absolute legend, Chad among Chads, pushes the platform with his left hand and pulls me off the seat with his right. Once I'm off the machine, he lets go of my hand and gives a downward nod and walks off, never to be seen again. So I'm saved. I'm ready to leave and probably undergo therapy for the anguish this place has put me through. But there's one last issue. I had Chinese food last night. My tram home isn't for another 15 minutes, and it'll take another 15 to get back to my gaff. So I enter the toilets. The first thing I notice after passing the 2 still naked men telling the never-ending story is that the toilets don't seem to be that bad. The urinals are relatively clean, the floors aren't covered in excrement, and the stall doors don't have any swastikas drawn in them. That's certainly a step up from what I'm used to, but as a certified toilet inspector, I'm not done yet. I slowly creep open the stall door, and I'm met with this. Fuck that. I'll just shit myself.
It's about pride, it's about power. We stay hungry, we devour. Put in the work, put in the hours, and take what's ours. Like in some more in my veins, my culture playing with strange. I change the game, so what's my motherfucking